Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about everything new in the Dawning. We're going to be talking about the armor sets and showing you guys what those look like, and we're going to go over all the new weapons, and we're also going to go over what I think is going to be the best perks you want for PvE and PvE. So let's get straight into it. First weapon we're going to be talking about is the new Stasis Lightweight Pulse, the Stay Frosty. Now for PvP, the role you want to get is for the barrel you want to have Arrowhead because the recoil on this thing is pretty damn bad. And then for the mag, I'm going for Ricochet rounds. And then for the two perks, I want either Tunnel Vision and Kill Clip or Moving Target and Desperado with a range masterwork. I've really been liking the Tunnel Vision Kill Clip combo on the Ritual Pulse this season, which I'll have a video on coming soon. And yeah, that combo is just really good. Also, Desperado is still pretty good, even though it did get nerfed kind of hard. It's still a great perk. So that's what I'm going to be looking for PvP. And for PvE, there's not really too many good combos you could go here. In the right column you have some like Headstone and Adaptive Munitions, but yeah, I'm not really seeing anything here that could be that useful for PvE. Now our second weapon is the Zephyr. It's a stasis sword. Now honestly, this thing is not really the best when it comes to swords, even though swords aren't even really that good in the first place. But for PvE, the role I want to get personally is Relentless Strikes and Cold Steel, because Cold Steel is just a pretty good perk all around, to be honest. What Cold Steel does is the more strikes you hit, the more it starts freezing the target. So on some like champions, this could be pretty good, but I don't know though, because I've never gotten one of these before with Cold Steel on it, so I can't say for sure if this thing's going to be good or not, but on paper it doesn't look pretty bad. You could also go for Vorpal if you don't want Cold Steel, but other than that, there's not really much here, to be honest. Our third weapon we're going to be talking about is the Glacioclasm, the Void High Impact Fusion. And now in my opinion, this might be the best Dawning weapon out of all of them. So for PvP, you have a lot of options here. You can go the Great Fusion Rifle role of Under Pressure and High Impact, which you're always going to have up. Since you start with 2 ammo, you'll proc both High Impact and Under Pressure pretty much the whole time, as long as you have 2 bullets. You could also go for something like Killing Wind and High Impact Reserves if you don't want Under Pressure. And when it comes to PvE, you can go something like Slide Shot and Reservoir Burst, or Subsistence and Reservoir Burst. Both of them are going to be really good. And also in the right column, this has Fragile Focus on it, which I don't know yet. I haven't tested this on any fusion. I don't know if it is on any fusions yet, but that's just something interesting to keep in mind when you're using this. Fragile Focus might be pretty broken on fusions. I don't know though. But overall, this looks like it might be the best out of all the Dawning weapons. Next we're talking about the Cold Front. It is a kinetic aggressive frame SMG. Now for PvP, this thing looks like it might be pretty damn good, to be honest. For the barrel, I'd probably go Hammer Forged over Full Bore, because Full Bore only gives you like less than half a meter more than what Hammer Forge would give you, and it already has like no stability to begin with, and you're just literally dropping the stability down to 0 without Full Bore. And then the second slot, I want to go for Accurize to just push that range even further, then Perpetual Motion and Rangefinder. Rangefinder is always going to be good, gets you more range obviously, but it does give you more zoom, so if you don't like more zoom, maybe this won't be for you. And then all that with the range masterwork, of course. Now you could also, if you don't want Rangefinder, you could also slot in Rampage here if you want a damage buff in PvP. But for the PvE side, you got some interesting roles here. You got the All for All role, that being Stats for All and One for All. You also have Subsistence Rampage that you could go for, and maybe even Unrelenting Rampage if you want. In my opinion, people sleep on Unrelenting. I think it's a really great perk, but I know some people don't like it that much. But yeah, this is probably the second best weapon up here. Not better than Glacioclasm, I don't think, but it's an improvement over the past year's rolls for this gun. So yeah, make sure you try to get one of these before the Dawning is over. I think it might be really good in the Crucible. Our final weapon here is the Avalanche. It's a solar adaptive machine gun. Now for PvP, I wouldn't really use this thing in PvP, but if you're going to, I'd probably go for a dynamic swipe and tap the trigger, or maybe Vorpal if you're trying to take out supers with it. But yeah, for PvP, I'd say just don't use this. There's a lot more better heavy options than this. But for PvE though, this thing does have some interesting roles. I'd go with Hammer Forge for the barrel, Appended Mag for the mag, and then you got a couple choices here. You can go with the combo of Subsistence and Incandescent. You can go with Subsistence and Vorpal. You could even go with Auto Loading and Vorpal if you want to. That's the role I have from a couple seasons ago. And this gun also gets the new perk Target Lock, which might be really good on machine guns. I haven't gotten a gun with Target Lock on it yet, so I can't say so for myself. But what Target Lock does is the longer you're aiming on a target, it's going to do more damage. So when it comes to taking out something like champions and higher end activity, this might actually be pretty damn good. But like I said, I haven't gotten a machine gun or any gun really with a Target Lock on it, so I can't say for sure. But it looks like it would be a pretty damn good roll. So keep an eye out for this. This might be one of the sleeper picks for Dawning weapons. And finally, with all the weapons out of the way, I'm going to put up the 3 new armor sets on screen right now. Personally, I like these a lot better than the ones of recent years. And yeah, the way you get this is from the Eververse store, whether it be for Bright Dust or Silver. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for all the new weapons and armor that came with the Dawning. If you like, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and go check out my other videos. I'll have one up on the top right now. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.